gamers? Welcome to the GAU podcast. I am Eric RickityBeans Rubino, joined as always by my compatriots to my right. Who do we have right here?
Drew Atomsq Frayre reporting to you live from the Prudential Center, Microsoft Store. Today we're going to be talking about the Elder Scrolls Online. And to my right, I mean Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, as you can see. And to my right,
you can call me Game Diplomacy, a.k.a. Andy. I prefer the first.
The second one is a strange name.
You sound like a department of the U.S. government.
And you will never know why.
But it's neat to know.
Joining us, as always, on Skype from Istanbul, it's not Constantinople, it changed, is Alex Young. How you doing, Alex?
Man, it changed last week.
Last week. I feel like it was a little bit longer than that.
Did taxes go up?
My taxes went up a lot.
Unfortunately.
It's like those violent game producers, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Adding taxes. If you play violent video games, I hear you're going to get a tax just for playing them now.
Yeah, seriously. Unless you're, developing something.
Yeah. But we all make up Gamers R Us. So do you viewers out there. So make sure you check us out at gamersrs.com and also subscribe to our channel for all the up-to-minute news and commentary on video games. But currently, we are in the Microsoft Store in the Prudential Center in Boston, Massachusetts. And we're going to talk about Elder Scrolls Online. There was another open beta this weekend, and we all got a chance to play around with it.
And get an exclusive vanity pet.
Yes. I did not get the pet.
What?
Was I supposed to get a pet?
Yeah,
I'm upset.
It's unlocked if you went online.
I didn't even try. Hopefully.
Unless you were distracted by the Final Fantasy 14.
I didn't give a damn.
Unless, yeah. See, the thing about the pet is I don't really care because I didn't like the beta.
What?
I didn't like it.
That is blasphemy, Eric. Elder Scrolls Online is one of the most anticipated MMOs since World of Warcraft.
That is
like the Old Republic
was?
was before? Like Guild Wars 2 was before that? Like.
Oh, careful, young man.
Yeah.
Guild Wars.
Oh, Guild Wars 2 is actually good.
Yes,
oh.
And 4.2 million copies in 3 days. Thank you very much.
Wow. Well, you know,
And no subscription fee.
I got a little defense in my people, my guild people.
Well, you know, a lot of people were playing the Elder Scrolls Online beta this weekend. The consensus in the chat was, you know, it's all right and this and that. I didn't have that much fun playing it, to be honest. I am around level 10, and I was a little bit bored. What do you guys think?
What I think can be summed up by me whacking this computer over and over with a piece of paper until if the computer were to explode or fall over, I think that would closely resemble my experience with the Elder Scrolls Online beta.
It's a joke because the combat in Elder Scrolls is pretty much garbage.
It's exactly like what I just described.
It is why I was so upset with it. My archer Vicky, the high elf, just was, you know, it was the same process over and over again. It was hit 3 because I'm going to shoot the singular guy attacking me. It's going to hit him, and then I'm going to throw 4 at him because 4 is going to blast him with fire. 2 is going to blast him with fire again, and then I'm going to hit him with a poison arrow, and he's dead. And it did the same thing the whole game.
Well, also,
and then I ran a lot. That was about it.
It was a good workout.
Backpedaling?
No, I was running forward, sprinting, and then my endurance, let it fill back up. Oh, I'm sprinting. Oh, look, a mud crab. Okay, run more.
You gotta put points in endurance so that you're not inconvenienced.
Well, so that's something else we could talk about is the skills. But Alex, what did you think
Ranged
about
weapons are OP'd. Where can I start? I don't know how they're going to figure out how to do tanking or anything like that, because it doesn't seem like tanking even really exists. At least at this point, at this far, I've gotten.
It's a little
early.
early.
Well, see, the thing is, it's not. I mean, the game is out in March. It is very soon. It's like 2 weeks away. What are they fixing that's broken now? So we were talking about how, you know, NPC characters don't collide anymore. Whoop-de-doo, does that really matter when I'm trying to put out the same fire and the same quest as 20 other people who keep putting out the fire before I can?
I'm going to say, content is another huge problem. They do not have nearly enough quests. At level 10, I had to do level 13 quests because I had completely gotten through all of them. And it wasn't even close. Half the quests are bugged out after level 10. It's unbelievable how much of the crap is just bugged out. What else? What else?
I think I know what they're spending their time doing. They're getting ready. They're using these 2 weeks to make a 4th animation for swinging the sword.
The 4th animation.
I
I think there's only
animations
one
for that.
unique animation.
I'm gonna get off the negative Nellies.
Yeah.
Get
Alrighty.
onto the positive train.
I
Yeah.
can't say the game looks bad. It looks really pretty if you're running on the right computer. I do like the camera angle in
You can
difference
zoom
to
in now, yeah.
in difference to the very normal MMOs I'm playing all the time.
I do
kinda
like that.
point
It
of
is
view.
refreshing.
It is refreshing. Okay, and I think that boosted my expectations. Like, this could be different.
Yep.
And maybe if I was listening to the music a little bit harder, I mean, so far the score is what I expected it to be, but I was listening to a lot of Skyrim renditions, and it was really epic because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And the voice
Well,
acting was really solid
you
as
can't
well.
hit the voice
yeah,
acting.
but let me talk
That's one
about
thing they
voice
do really
acting.
well.
I really just didn't care. I don't care what you're saying. Click, 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 click. Tells me my task. Go do it. Click, like I don't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I wasn't invested. I didn't feel like I was this super guy who's gonna come in and save the world because everybody else is just sprinting
When
by
was the
me.
last time an MMO made you feel like that? When you're selecting a character and you're the only one that can save the world, how good do you feel when 40 other guys ahead of you are all toting the same message?
No, I actually
So-
am, though. I'm told
I'm
several
just
times.
saying are you guys experiencing MMO exhaustion when everyone's following a very familiar
Well, I'll say this. This is the only MMO beta I've ever played, and I've played a ton of them. Even back on, I played Age of Conan. Age of Conan's beta was better than this.
Okay.
It was more fun. It was more entertaining. There's more stuff to do, and everything. It was just generally more interesting. This one. I play it and I go and I just kind of put it down. And I go, I'm so bored. I don't want to play this game. I don't want to grind in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
We had some pretty interesting quests going on. I wouldn't call this your traditional grinding or like
Okay.
FedExing, running
Well,
around,
yeah,
grabbing something, bringing it back.
that's a great point. Is that the quests are definitely different. It's not go kill 10 enemies and then run back and tell them you kill. They actually had a story, but I didn't care. Like I think that's the point. Is like you don't like it. There's no weight to the story. The story isn't like you like there's a reason why MMOs had quests like that. It felt grindy in a way where these felt more grindy because it's like, oh, I have to go find the 5 sailors who are off your boat. Oh, here's one within eyesight of you. Oh, here's another one within eyesight of you if you turned around. It's just like it's inane and repetitive, and it's a game of sprinting back and forth.
We've spoken about this before, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Alex.
Okay.
But we've spoken about what do we expect from this game to make us want to buy it, because it's $15 a month. So instant disadvantage against 4 other competing MMOs,
Yep.
just like that. I'm sorry, it's true.
No,
Alrighty?
definitely.
That's part 1. So now you got $15 a month. We asked ourselves, what makes you different from every other MMO? And so far, the only 3 things that we've agreed on is your somewhat unique camera,
Yep.
somewhat unique quests,
Yep.
and the fact that it says Elder Scrolls.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what are we taking after this? No one really knows just yet. Even from a beta, you, Alex, are feeling like, if you, Eric, are just like, I still don't care, and you have a good taste in story, I think.
Yeah, I love story
know?
games.
Now, I'm not sure
just
how
don't
you
like
feel
voice
about
acting
everything
or
else.
Well,
doing
here's the
I
thing.
like
I
voice
like.
acting. I just don't care about them. I
Well,
like
here's the thing, though,
He likes
Dan.
it, but he doesn't care about it.
No, I
Confused
like
by it.
stories. I like stories, but they were just so inane and dull that it was
There
just like.
great cool stuff going on, like the mad guy who tries to grift you in the alley. I mean, there's tons of cool stuff.
Well, let's make it. There's different.
I
where
think
you
Tor
start-
does it better.
Yeah, I mean, where
Tor,
you,
the Old Republic. I think when you get to that, get to
I
that
agree,
kind
I
of
like
storytelling,
space. Yeah.
the Old Republic was far better at telling the unique storyline
That's a
stuff.
space game.
But I mean, come on, in
That's an
Skyrim.
MMO.
But I
It
mean,
is
come
an
on, in
MMO.
Skyrim, I found a little ghost girl in a house, and I cared and wanted to do things like that. But like the point is, in this, it's just like. It felt so unnecessary. They have interesting quests. Elder Scrolls has so interesting quests. You get lost in 5 different quests at once, and you're like, I don't even know where I started. Oh yeah, like and it wasn't happening for me. It was really like, okay, I finished that quest, on to this other quest way over here, run there, like skip through. It just was.
So
I
you're
think
saying the problem is with the largeness of the story. You think they're getting too domestic with these quests? They're like doing little things that don't really matter to the overall
yeah,
story?
it's really little
That's what
things
you have
that
a
don't
problem
matter
with?
to the overall story.
And also the level like the pacing when you're leveling up just feels totally off.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of other MMOs, you're going from main quest to main quest, but you have these little things you can do along the way to get XP.
Yeah.
Here, all that stuff largely doesn't exist, or if it does, you really have to veer off into different directions.
I
To
think we're
do it
overlooking-
really takes you off the route.
I think we're overlooking a section of gamers right now, and I think we're overlooking the people who like to play like The Sims and Second Life, the escapist people who like to immerse themselves in the world. Don't necessarily need the large fantasy story or the medieval giant like slaying a huge, overwhelming evil enemy. I think that this might be a great game for them.
If
That's
they
a-
like
that's a
that,
fair-
why don't they
that's a fair
play
statement.
You want to
more?
know who I
It's
think
fun
this
to
is
get
a great
immersed
game
in another
for?
world. That's what
Who
I'm
I
saying.
think is a great game for is console players. I think console players will like it. They'll attract to it. It's only like, well, other than
Is this out for
DC Universe.
DCUO
And,
don't forget.
Does this come out for both
Final.
consoles?
This is on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, it's a month difference
So,
in the launch date.
So yeah, it's a little bit later, but
For
I
PS4?
think for
Yeah.
them that'll be a game where it can try to gain ground, but you still have to pay the $15 a month.
Eric,
And-
can I make another quick point here?
You can't
Mm-hmm.
make it.
When you're trying to get set up a group and get your friends together and
Ooh.
actually party up with your friends, it is such a pain in that game to do that.
It was. I remember when we were playing the first time.
They
I
instance
couldn't even.
quests so hardcore.
Yeah, I couldn't even find you when you were right next to me just because your character model wasn't popping up until
Well,
he ran away and came back, and then I was like, "Oh, there he is."
Oh,
the
it
dot
wasn't
was there.
just
It was like
that,
Alex
though.
is right here, but
It was because I was on a different, just one, like you were one slight step, like one step ahead of me on the class quest, on the main quest, and as such I couldn't see you.
that's annoying to me.
It kind of,
Maybe that was like a beginning thing, though. I mean, we haven't gone so deep in the storyline that we're like into mid and late game yet.
It is.
And I can
now
understand why they
taste
separate
buds
players.
your taste buds are affected.
It
I
is.
mean, you're not at that day one. It's gone.
It's gone.
You know, like your
Yeah.
whimsical feeling for the game is a little bit,
Hey,
I
taken
just
away.
don't
I'm not
have the
gonna-
motivation to level up in that game. That's the only MMO I've ever had that happen with.
Look, the way I see it is this game is going to be a lot like the Diablo 3 launch. When it comes out, people are going to be like, cool, all right, I like, and then you're going to get into late game and you're going to be like,
And then it's gonna outsell on consoles.
it's not, yeah, and then it's going to come out, but, and I don't think that consoles are going to have this issue because a lot of people play on consoles don't play on their PC. So they won't know that we had this trouble and kind of
I'll be honest,
thing.
the game and its
see.
environment and the locations that we can go to, if you look at some videos, it does, for the sake, this is from a
Ooh.
console gamer's point
No,
of
no,
view.
no, go
from
for
a
it.
console's point of view, where I can go and what it looks like, how good the game
It's
looks
cool, yeah.
in comparison. If I don't have Final Fantasy, if I don't have DCUO, and I was like, I need an MMO, and I only have a PS4, and it's all I got.
You need
Yep.
Dark
You know what I
Souls
mean?
2.
That's not on PS4
And I don't
though.
feel like whipping myself with Dark Souls 2. It's an option. Is it worth $15 a month? You'll decide. And you know what?
Yeah.
The truth is, if this does hook a very, very different type of set of gamers, and they do love what they can do, we don't know. I mean, this really could be for somebody else altogether. You might have a really, really, really good
Well,
point.
Well,
But
I
doesn't
think
it have
this
microtransactions on top of the subscription fee? And also, one
That
huge
class.
issue, the Imperial class, which, by the way, if you look at all the stat bonuses, is the best tank class in the game.
The tank class
Without a
behind
doubt.
the paywall. Well, the way I see it is, this game is meant to appeal to people who liked Elder Scrolls, the people who love Skyrim and bought so many copies of Skyrim, people who love to build. I started playing with Oblivion, so I'm not even somebody who's that deep into the lore.
Something
but
happened
I
with
love,
Skyrim, too.
I
Skyrim
love
was
Skyrim.
thrust into popular
I
island.
love Skyrim.
Everyone
I love
bought
it.
Skyrim,
and the
even
thing
if they
is,
hadn't played
the
Oblivion.
thing is,
Yeah.
if this was Skyrim co-op, it'd be really fun. The problem is that I was really excited to see all of Tamriel. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be able to run from here to there. Nope.
Yeah, and
Nope.
they- and
That's
It's
only beta,
areas.
but it's
No,
only-
that's how the game. It's only like a quarter of
instance.
Tamriel. It's cut into like very small subsections, and then you can only go to Cyrodiil when you're a level 10, and only Cyrodiil is all the PvP stuff.
And you're thinking that after expansions, we'll really get off Tamriel.
Yeah, they probably want to do expansions.
But I want
Let's see if
all
they
of
can co-stop
Tamriel.
their
I want to.
successes long enough
I want
to
to.
get the money to do that.
I want to hop on a
point, yeah.
horse in Skyrim and ride all the way down to elsewhere.
But you
can't
know what?
do that.
It doesn't even matter because you know what's coming out 1 week beforehand? da, 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 da. Titanfall. So yeah.
Well,
you're
isn't
gonna
South Park
get this
Stick of
game
Truth coming out on Thursday?
and South Park,
And
but I
South
don't think
Park.
that's
Yeah.
the same. I don't
But
think
it's not
that's
the
the same
plug.
demographic.
That's not the plug.
South Park doesn't have Titans. At least I don't know yet. I'm starting to wonder, honestly.
Maybe that's why it was delayed.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
they were putting Titans in. But yeah,
Go for it, Drew.
on March 10th at like 10 p.m. pre-release for this starts. You can come right to the Microsoft Store here in the Prudential Center. It's on the Green Line. There's a stop called Prudential Center. You just get off right there. Come on in. We're going to be giving away like $1,000 worth of swag, I think. First 50 people in line get Titanfall trousers. No, sorry. T-shirts.
T-shirts. Oh.
Other T-word.
Easy,
And
easy way to.
it's going to be a party because the Xbox One, this place blew up. It was like a club in here that people were mixing music,
There's
playing
pizza.
Garden Warfare, playing fighting games. It was awesome. Definitely
Pineapple
stop by.
cannon.
And we're going to be dropping a Titan in through the skylight. It's going to be crazy. If you get a kill streak in the game, we'll let you drive it around.
Well, I think that just about wraps it up. We also like to thank the Microsoft Store for letting us play Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare in the back. It looks fun. The graphics actually are really, really awesome.
I'm literally sitting on the fence about buying this game right now.
It's a
So
cactus.
If you see this,
I
and
think
like
you
any
should
people
buy it
buy
right
And
now.
then the top, we got like the Venus flytrap.
I don't care if you're over 15. You could buy it.
I want a discount.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Alex, over Skype, for taking the time out of your busy schedule.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, guys in studio. Thank you, Drew, and thank you, Andy, very much. Much appreciated to have you on the discussion. But I am Eric Rubino. We are from GamersRS.com, so make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's where you're going to get all of our videos, all of our commentary, all of our news, and a bunch of trailers on the newest and greatest video games. Thank you for joining us for this discussion. GAU out.